Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another nerdy episode of another nerdy talk show where we talk nerd. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, boy, oh boy, oh boy, what a night, what a night. Last week, I want to thank again Carrie Means for joining us on the show. We had a lot of fun. It was great. And and I hope you enjoy your autograph, Matt. Frick. I hope you enjoy your autograph, Matt. I'm not going to give anything further information. He has a YouTube channel where he basically shows off who won it. So yes, that's pretty much good. I opened up pretty good. So it's Thanksgiving.
Send me that link later.
What Carrie Means?
Yeah, I saw the interview. I wasn't there for it. It was awesome.
Yes, send me the link for the video.
Remind me after.
So I can send it to him.
What, Carrie?
No, Matthew. I know the guy that won it.
Yeah, I think Cruiser probably already did, but yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, I'm here joined today with Annette Levy, aka Bright Idea, Justin Jabluski, and Kuma the Lamp. So.
Hello.
So.
How's everybody doing tonight?
I feel like absolute shit, but I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that, here's the thing. So, what was I gonna say? So it's Thanksgiving week. There is going to be no Macy's parade, and I'm going to assume no dog show.
The Macy's parade, it's happening, but it's gonna be different.
What are they gonna do? Live broadcast it with the empty streets of New York?
Okay, so I'm gonna have to explain this.
Yes, you will.
Is that the balloons and floats are still going to be a thing. However, how they're going to do it is essentially it's going to start a little bit off from the flagship store and go across the flagship store. That's it. And for the music, I've heard it's supposed to be live bands from local bands. So let me actually pull that up because they might have updated it by now.
From local, that's a pretty good thing. I thought they'd do a documentary or something on it or something like that.
Well, that'd actually be kind of cool that they do that on their website already. So,
yeah.
What, a documentary?
Yeah, that was a time when
no, they have a little thing where they talk about their.
Yeah, that was a time when they got the Marine Corps
and they have
it
animals labeled by decades.
They had a lot
okay, so they do have an update on performers. Okay. Well, let's see here.
Okay, let's see who our favorite bands are playing.
Okay, I'm gonna just run by the names and let's see who can guess on. Let's see if anyone recognizes them. Allie Brooke. She is a pop singer.
Okay.
And she is from Fifth Harmony.
Never heard of it.
I don't know what any of that is.
Never heard of her? Okay, no idea who this is. BB Rexa.
Jablonski. Jablonski, I'm gonna make a suggestion.
Yeah.
We should probably wait and see. If Cruiser gets here before you read off this list.
Okay, I'll have it on standby. In the meantime, though, there is actually another list that came up.
Oh gosh. Red Scare.
What's the list?
The Video Game Awards.
Oh.
Oh.
Let me pull up the nominees.
Oh, good video games. Video games are awesome.
2020.
Tonight, guys. I'm just a little exhausted. I think I'm dying.
Don't worry, I'm baked.
Kuma, you're always baked.
I wish.
Yeah.
Kuma, you're always baked. Anyway.
Yep. Streaming.
Okay, let's go to the nominees.
Surprised by what?
I'm surprised you're not. You're so baked. I'm surprised you're not a cookie on this stream.
Okay, so I'm gonna do Game of the Year last.
Kuma the cookie.
Kuma.
I'll do that. I'll change that.
Okay, so Game of the Year is gonna go last because that's usually the big one.
All right.
Best Game Direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Now, I'm just going to list off the nominees. I'm going to say who I voted for.
Mm-hmm.
A pattern will become quite obvious. Soon enough for me. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, and The Last of Us Part 2.
I will throw my vote in for Ghost of Tsushima.
Funny enough, that's what I did too.
I actually really enjoyed that game.
I'm voting for Paul.
And you can probably, yeah. And after probably after this one, you can tell what game I'm simping for. Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, and The Last of Us Part 2.
I'm gonna say Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't played the game, but I heard it's pretty decent.
That's why I picked 2, and now you can tell what I'm simping for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, we gotta go with Ghost of Tsushima. It was, again, like, it was a really nice, awesome game.
Anyway, next one.
Best art direction. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Ori, The Will of the Wisps. I get that mixed up a lot. And Last of Us Part 2.
I'm seeing a really.
I know
weird
my Cecil.
I'm hearing a weird reoccurring pattern here with games.
Yeah. I know Cecil played Final Fantasy, the remake, and Ori, just a little bit, but like those games were beautiful.
I saw. Yeah, I've watched other streamers play. I've watched this one streamer. She's played it before, and like I do like the style they did with it, and how they kind of kept with the original story idea that they had for the first, or like the first one and all like that, and just added stuff for the new thing. But it wasn't really that new of an art style, I want to say, really. Like, I mean, but like, if you, again, I will just say Ghost of Tsushima, because I really just actually love the camera mode in that as well too, and like,
oh my god,
just
same
how
here.
you could instantly catch it as well too. Like, you could do the whole kill 3 in a standoff.
Yep.
And catch it right there with the camera mode and everything. You could catch it as you already have one on the ground, one about to fall, and then the other you just killed right there, just like midway, and you could just like capture that image. I was just like, these are freaking awesome.
Yeah. Okay, best score and music. Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and Last of Us Part 2.
Doom Eternal.
Ori had some great music. And Final Fantasy.
I'm a sucker
I don't know. I
Doom
recently
Eternal for me.
I recently
Doom Eternal.
heard CD Projekt Red's stream that they did for Roy,
Shogun,
this
to
is
answer
for
the
like
question, we're going through the list of nominees for the Video Game Awards this year.
Yeah, for this year.
But
like, for music, I'm not gonna lie, because honestly, I was listening to, or I was watching CD Projekt Red's
I left.
their stream where they were talking about their Nightwire Live thing again.
Yeah.
And they were talking about working with Keanu Reeves and...
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Working with Keanu Reeves, and also showing some of the music that it took to go into all the like music that you'll listen to in-game.
There was a tweet that I assume is fake. It was from the Cyberpunk 77 Twitter, and it said, there is no Cyberpunk 77, we just want to hang out with Keanu Reeves. And I'm sitting there like, I mean, who wouldn't?
I mean,
It's
seriously, he's pretty awesome. Like,
He
I'd be
is.
okay hanging out with him.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
could hang out with him, or if you were his best friend, what would your nickname be for him?
Steve.
Constantine.
Anyway, next up.
Okay. Best
I would just
audio
say John.
design.
Best what?
Yeah.
Wait, best what now?
Best audio design. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. Doom Eternal. Half-Life Alyx. Ghost of Tsushima. Resident Evil 3 and The Last of Us Part 2.
I'd probably give it to Doom Eternal.
I'm tossed up. I sent for Ghost of Tsushima, but my second, if it wasn't on the list, I would have went with Doom Eternal.
Yeah, Doom
Ghost
Eternal.
of Tsushima was
Doom Eternal
pretty
went-
okay, but like
The thing with Doom Eternal is, like, with the original Doom remake, they went to great lengths to make that sound design. I mean, like, so I'm gonna say they got some good stuff.
yeah, and both of them I will say had like good like atmospheric like volume to them. But
this is how I feel about it. Yeah, if Ghost of Tsushima didn't win, I would be okay if it Doom Eternal won because those two are really good.
Yeah, I'd be okay either one, but I would probably give it to Doom Eternal.
Yeah, it's either or for me.
Yeah, I think Doom Eternal's too scary for Brett.
Best
I don't know if it would be too scary. I'm just not a big gamer.
I would love.
Like, I've seen some scary stuff.
I would love to see Bright Idea play Doom for like one. See how
Like, it came out at around the same time as Animal Crossing, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the pub.
So-
Oh, hey, that reminds me. We need to try and like set up a little like Animal Crossing stream.
Aw.
For us to do like we'll just have our.
I love the Isabel and Doom guy ships. That was like, I like how it's just two fandoms that
Me
just came together
too.
and had fun.
Oh yeah, I love that video where it's just like remember the two things rip
and
tear.
Anyway, move on to the next one.
I saw a little webcomic. Some artist on Twitter. They made Isabel voting for Doom in the video game awards, and the guy from Doom voting for Animal Crossing,
Yeah,
which is just wholesome.
I like when they were doing Nintendo
both
Direct.
doing a little smile too. They're both like.
I like when they had a Nintendo Direct and Doom tweet out, will Isabel be there? They were having so much fun with it. Anyway, go on. Next category.
It's so cute. Yeah.
Okay, best performance awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and/or performance capture. Ashley Johnson as Ellie, The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, that ought to be fun.
Laura Bailey as Abby, The Last of Us Part 2. I think that's bullshit, by the way. Daisuke Tsuji as Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima. Logan Cunningham as Hades from Hades. Najee Jader as Miles Morales in Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Already?
Oh, nice.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I saw Jacksepticeye playing that game.
Yeah, it is out.
True. I mean, just
Jack's been having a lot of fun with it.
I have it split between Jin Sakai and Miles Morales. Either way, I'll be happy.
I haven't really seen or played or watched much on Hades, so I can't really say much on that one.
What do you think, Chet?
I will probably say Jin or maybe Miles. Maybe Ellie as well too. Like I'd be okay for her for that voice actress.
You can tell which game the Game Awards is simping on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so next one is Games for Impact for a thought-provoking game with pro-social meaning or message. This one only one of them I've really ever heard of. That's kind of why I voted for it. But the nominees are If Found, Kentucky Route Zero TV Edition, Spiritfarer, Tell Me Why, and Through the Darkest of Times.
Tell me why.
Number 5 ain't nothing but a party.
I'd probably say
That's one that killed my brother. Oh my god. I forgot about that.
I'd probably say Spiritfarer. I'd like to give it to that one. That was actually. It was actually a pretty nice game. I have it on the Switch.
I went with Tell Me Why because that was really the only one that I know of. But I'd probably be okay no matter what because I've never really heard of these games.
Yeah, they're more indie games.
Yeah. I thought it's indie games.
I saw them on the release for like when they were doing the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like featured on there. It was pretty nice.
Okay, next category is Best Ongoing, awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, they had a massive update just recently. Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky had some good updates,
Dang.
honestly.
Yeah, No Man's Sky is pretty good updates.
No Man's Sky made a massive.
I went with Warzone.
Yeah.
Is No Man's Sky the one that like generates new planets and
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the map is huge?
It had like a disastrous launch, and then like they made up for it. I think the Internet Historian did a documentary on it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the whole thing of just saying like, oh, it'll have all this later. Yeah, I almost had like an argument with someone about that once because I was right there going like, yeah, the guy was saying that this was all gonna be in the game, but it wasn't. And the guy was arguing. He said like, no, the guy was saying that like it's in the beginning of it because like I was right there going like, no, in the interviews he's really right there saying the game is gonna have all this. He's not saying anything about there being
in the future.
Yeah, he's saying it's gonna be in the game. Specifically, right in the interviews.
In the future.
Yeah, there was nothing about him saying like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna put him in."
the graphics. All of this just works.
It just works. It just works. Little lies, money.
Oh, man, I
4
forgot who I
times the
was
size
watching
as Fallout
before.
4.
I forgot who I was watching before. They were just making a joke about like when the guy was doing that interview, the people who were working on the game were just going like, "Can someone get him to shut the fuck up? Someone get him shut up, please."
Yeah.
Internet Historian did a good thing. Fallout 76.
So I voted for Call of Duty Warzone.
Of course you did. What are you?
Really, the only reason why is because it's like they actually do pretty well with the updates from what I've seen.
Yeah. Yeah, the only reason I'm not giving it to Destiny is because of like recent.
Oh, the recent update.
Yeah, I'm not really adding that into now because like
Yeah.
I mean, like it's still good, like it's still going on.
I'm gonna put my butts into No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Anyway, next category.
Yeah, I'll say No Man's Sky or what else did I just say?
You said Apex.
Okay, yeah, No Man's Sky or Apex. I give it to either one of
And
those.
Apex. That's
My
something
secondary choice people are going to hate me for, but at the same time, they're actually not bad updates. Fortnite 2.
Ew, get out.
Hey, I said it was my second.
Still,
Anyway,
get out.
next category. You get one more chance. Anyway, next category.
Come on, you fucking assholes.
Next category,
Okay,
genius.
Shut up. Best indie game. For outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside of the traditional publisher system. This one was only This one's a fun one. Got me kind of thinking. Let's see. Carry On, All Guys Ultimate Knockout, Hades, Spelunky 2, and Spiritfarer.
I'm glad they didn't go with like Among Us since that came out in like 2012. But like
Yeah,
I'm not saying shit right now because next category after that.
I was surprised Raji Raji wasn't on there. That was a nice.
Fall
indie
Guys is
game.
like the only thing I've ever heard of, so I don't even know what the game is. So I'm just gonna go with that.
Fall Guys is fun. I'm not gonna lie on that.
I say Spiritfarer.
I've played Fall Guys.
It's stupid fun. For me,
Yeah,
it was split
it's
between.
fun to play in a party.
It is. I went with Hades, mostly because of relevancy, and I've actually heard really, really good things about it. Fall Guys was more of a fad, but it was a good fad.
Yeah.
I still play it from time to time.
It's fun to pull out if you have like a bunch of friends and you want something everybody can enjoy.
Yeah. Let's see.
Moving
Best
Out is
mobile- yeah.
also a good game.
There was one I wanted to get on the Switch. I can't remember the name of it off the bat. It's like where you're an employee, but it's like physics with a cart or something like that.
Isn't that Moving Out?
Might be moving out. I don't know. I have to look it up again. Next category: Best Mobile Game. Among Us, Call of Duty Mobile,
No.
Genshin Impact,
No.
Legends of Runeterra,
Maybe.
and Pokemon Cafe Mix.
So what's his like?
I'll probably give it to Genshin Impact.
I'm gonna go with Among Us.
I haven't really played the mobile version. I've only been playing the PC one, but it's actually a nice game.
Call of Duty on anything mobile is a disaster waiting to happen. So you know.
It looks like we got somebody
Oh, we do.
who wants to call.
Yeah, we got a contributor to the.
I went with Among Us.
Of course, you didn't. Okay, I'm bringing him in. This is Donnell M. This is Donnell GM.
Oh,
Oh, actually, no,
yeah.
I'll switch. I'll switch it. I think I'd probably go with Among Us.
Gotcha. Donnell, you're on Ants. Welcome to the show.
Sup, guys?
Hey, motherfucker.
Hello.
What's up?
So, JJ, want to talk about? Want to hand me over the best fighting game?
I think I will do that when we get to it.
All right.
Let me see. Actually, I'll skip to that right now, and I'll backtrack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is it? Oh, okay. So, best fighting. For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat.
We
Grand
got
Blue Okay, go right ahead.
Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. We got Street Fighter V Champion Edition. We got Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. We got Under Night in Birth, Unius CL, and last but not least, the fighting contender, One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows.
One Punch Man has a game.
Yeah, when the
Yeah,
Unfortunately, it does.
Like you make a character and
Well, that's part of it.
yeah,
The story mode is creating your own character, running around, fighting. The actual head-to-head is you have a time limit until Saitama shows up and beats said enemy with one punch.
Aw.
Yeah, that's it.
That's cute.
Yeah, hey, Donnell, mind sharing with the rest of the class the alternative title for this game?
One Punch Man, a game nobody owns.
Yeah, that's also true.
They probably need like a fill-in spot, kind of like with like the Oscars and animations things.
And then they should have just
here's the thing.
went with my here with One Justice 2.
That is a choice, but that can't. Yeah, that did come out this year. This
It did.
actually is also a really good game. But I'm still saying that what they should have done, which they haven't given, which is Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, which is a actual really good fighting game that has been getting snubbed for all sorts of stupid reasons.
Hmm.
This was really
Even before the big Evo fiasco of showrunner of Evo, Mr. Wizard, diddling the children's. That game has been getting snubbed, and it's completely unfair.
Yeah, keep it PG for the show, man. Anyway, but yeah, the
Sorry.
that's cool. By PG, I mean you can cuss, but just don't bring up the stuff. Anyway, but like I don't know. This year was kind of not a good year for fighting games, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, for fight, it's not that it was it's not the best year. It was that for a lot of big reasons is that we haven't had any new fighting games come out, and the new fighting games that we do have at the moment are either updates or DLC patches.
Exactly.
I mean, not patches, DLC updates. And like the two newest fighting games we got was one's Justice 2 and Grand Blue Fantasy, and both are really good games. But in the fighting game community, a lot of people are mad because those games are nominated for extremely dumb reasons. Street Fighter V, it's been having a really bad rough patch since
In the
the
words
whole
of Cat Icarus, the last
rollback
time I checked, that
netcode.
game was released unfinished.
It's completely finished now. They have a bunch of characters, there's a bunch of updates, there's an arcade mode, there's a story mode. They put all the bells and whistles. It did come out unfinished because gotta put it out there for the Evo, the Evo road. But it's like for some reason, like I know for nominations what's gonna win on like obvious choice. It's definitely gonna be Mortal Kombat 11 because Ultimate just came out like this week, and the fact that no one's gonna pick Under Night in Birth because that is way too niche of a fighter. Everyone's mad at Street Fighter V because of rollback netcode. Everyone's mad at Grand Blue Fantasy because the Season 2 update came out, and that game basically ruined everything in air quotes. I haven't played the Season 2 update. And the less spoken about One Punch Man, the better.
Yeah.
Because this is like last year's situation on, oh man, why the heck did Jump Force get in? It's because it is like Bandai Namco not even Bandai Namco, they just put a name out there that they think everyone's going to know.
They need to fill in that extra spot.
Yeah, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
Good or bad, it has
like,
to be
you gotta put something in. Like, put something good at least. Like I said, I would have said My Hero. It's like, it's going to be Mortal Kombat because Rambo.
Yeah, they added Rambo.
Yeah.
They added Rambo?
Yeah,
Yes.
Rambo's in it.
The joke amongst my friends is that Mortal Kombat 11 is becoming Super Smash Bros., but your dad is picking the guest roster.
There you go.
Because we have, look at it, we got Rambo, we got RoboCop, we got Terminator.
I mean, let's just face it.
We got
A lot of 80s.
I mean, let's just face it. Like friggin' Mortal Kombat is basically the adult Super Smash Brothers. Anyway, dude, thank you for joining us tonight.
no problem.
Wait.
Just want to get that one right out because
Yeah.
it's weird for the fighting game circuit.
Yeah. Cruiser, if you don't know what's going on, we're basically talking about game nominees for the Game Awards.
Well, I at least wanted to stop in because turns out I was supposed to actually have today off, but and I was supposed to have today off, but come in Monday, I got the days mixed up. So now I have an extra day of work to add to my my paycheck.
Ah.
Yeah. So yeah, more money, but dear God, I'm gonna be exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, before anybody asks, I have tried watching Animaniacs, but my Hulu and internet connection with it is acting screwy. I've only seen like 2 or 3 episodes.
We haven't got to that subject
Okay.
yet. But anyway,
Not quite yet.
Blonsky, next category nominees now, please.
Yeah, what will they do?
We'll have a specific thing just for you, Cruiser, after this. Okay, so best community support, recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency and responsiveness inclusive of social media activity and game updates / patches. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fall Guys, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky, and Valorant.
Sounds like an odd category, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Social media
Let's just face it, with what's been going on in the year 2020, social media is pretty much going to be a big relevant category.
Yeah.
Best community support? I mean, I'll never forget, one year at the Kerrang! Golden God Awards, which is a rock magazine, they had a category for best fan base. What?
How do you qualify best in this context?
I have no idea, but I will. But it was basically
has 1.3 million.
it was basically just a popularity contest because you can vote over and over and over again for whoever you wanted.
Jeez.
Anyway,
Whoever is.
I'd probably either go Apex or Destiny 2.
I'm actually surprised.
I'm going Fall Guys.
I'm actually surprised Animal Crossing didn't get on this one.
You'll see. We'll get to it.
Considering how much of a big community it had, a big part social media had in it, honestly. But I guess if you want my thing, I guess I could go with maybe Fall Guys, maybe. Or at least if it's not gonna be that, it's probably gonna be Fortnite. But then again, this isn't. I gotta remind myself, this isn't the Kids' Choice Awards, so you know.
Yeah. Okay, next category: best VR/AR. For the best game experience, playable in a virtual or augmented reality.
Half-Life Alyx.
Irrespective of platform. That's one of the nominees. Dreams, Half-Life Alyx, Marvel's Iron Man VR.
Oh, that's a good one.
Star Wars Squadrons, and Walking Dead Saints and Sinners.
Ooh.
Saints and Sinners wasn't really all that, it was okay, but not really that much into it, people to get.
You guys want to take a crack at what one I said?
I'd probably go Squadrons myself.
That's what I did too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Half-Life.
I haven't played any of these games, so.
Yeah.
They're just along for the
Who's your
ride.
votes for Pong?
Okay. Innovation in accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience.
I thought you said an even wider
Assassin's
audience.
Creed
No, not wider.
I know. I was like, what?
Oh wow! If
Assassin's
it was
Creed
a wider
Valhalla.
audience, the first game would win. Then.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I don't care.
Grounded. Hyperroot. Last of Us Part 2, and Watch Dogs Legion.
I'd probably go Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I guess. Assassin's
Me.
Yeah.
I went with Grounded.
I'm gonna vote Concert Cruiser.
Yeah, I'll vote Concert Cruiser.
Yeah, Concert Cruiser. He plays Sonic the Hedgehog. I picked up a ring. I beat the game. There you go. That's how you play Concert Cruiser. You pick up, you get a coin, you beat the game. That's the game of the Concert Cruiser.
Best action game. Self-explanatory. Doom Eternal.
There it is.
Hades. Half-Life Alyx. Neo 2. And Streets of Rage 4.
Doom.
Doom.
I went with Doom.
Cruiser, you would love the music in Doom. I'm just gonna
Song.
say
Doom.
it's only a matter of time before she started singing that. Ugh!
Yes. Best action adventure. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and Last of Us Part 2.
Jedi Fallen Order.
I'm going Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm going with
Same.
Miles Morales because it had more action with the adventure.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Yeah. Either or, I would have went with and been fine with.
Next is best
role
playing.
playing.
For the
This one's
best
gonna be a fun one.
design
I want
with
the one
rich
with the most
player
whips.
character customization
Mhm.
and progression, including massive multiplayer experience. We have
Final. You want to take this one over?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, Genshin Impact, Persona 5 Royale, Wasteland 3, and Yakuza Fight Like a Dragon or Like a
Ooh.
Dragon. But wait, isn't the full game Fight Like a Dragon?
I think so. Maybe? I don't know.
I thought it
I'll
was
play Yakuza.
Huh. I could've
One
sworn
time I got Yakuza and Jacuzzi mixed up. Now I'm in hot water with the Japanese mafia.
Damn it, Bright.
Okay,
for that
Worth
category, I would probably go with Yakuza though.
I'm gonna vote for
That
Atari's
actually is
Adventure.
a pretty nice
I went with Final Fantasy Remake.
I want to see some video game company turn the classic Atari Adventure game into like an online MMO and see how that plays out.
Okay, now we're getting to best
Well, we
family
already did.
game.
Yeah, we already
That's
did
what?
fighting.
Yeah, we already did fighting. That's why I skipped it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Best family game. Animal Crossing: New Horizons. Crash Bandicoot: It's About Time.
That's a family game?
Fall Guys: Ultimate Knockout. Yeah. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Minecraft Dungeon and Paper Mario and the Origami King.
I'm gonna go with Animal
Animal
Crossing.
Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. Now this one I kind of just went silly with because I'm like, I know nothing of these games other than one. Best simulator / strategy game.
Okay.
Crusader Kings 3, Desperados 3, Gears Tactics, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and XCOM Chimera Squad.
I'm gonna go with Microsoft Flight Simulator. Just how accurate and the fun is
Yep.
with that comeback.
I love that one too. I that's why I went with 2.
Yeah, I would pick either Crusader Kings or the Flight Simulator.
Best sports / racing game.
There is no sports allowed in this stream. Go to the next one.
There's only one. There is only one that matters in this.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2.
You win this round.
That's the only one that I care about
Get your sports
in that
bullshit
category to mention.
Get your sporty bullshit out of my stream right now.
Screw you, skateboarding's awesome.
Yeah, Evan. Don't you have rocket power?
Oh,
That made no sense, but I loved it anyway.
yeah. Best multiplayer game or multiplayer experience.
Sex?
Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Among Us, Call of Duty Warzone, Fall Guys, and Valorant.
Just for the sake of the impact Animal Crossing had during the COVID situation, I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, Animal Crossing. I'd say Animal Crossing.
I say Among Us.
Among Us?
No, because it's very hard to get into some servers at a time.
Yeah, man. Among Us made the worst.
Thing is
Connecting in that one is hard.
For it goes by for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform.
I would love to see all of us play Among Us for one night. Kuma, you're the gamer guy. Get on that.
That would be interesting.
I mean, if y'all we could do it on our phones, and I could just play it off of my screen.
I would
You'll
love
have
to
to wait
play
until
Among
next
Us.
month for.
Yeah, like you could all play it on your phones, and I could set up I have the game on my PC, so I could just set up on here.
Yeah, I know. I have it on my
and,
on my iPad.
That would be
Yeah,
awesome.
that's the thing. We have a rule. Cruiser's always the first one we suspect. He's the imposter.
Dude, I was playing.
The only reason why
with my other friends 2 nights
messing
ago,
with you,
and
man.
I was the imposter freaking 8 times.
And nobody got you?
Well, no, a couple of times. Like it was about it was 9 times because it was about even. I lost 5 times and won 4 times.
All right. So what's the next category?
Sure, hold on, let me just
Content creator of the year.
I'm skipping some of these. So
Okay.
No, give us all of it.
All right.
No, it's because none of us will know it.
It's stuff. It's content for content creators. But yeah,
there's no one watching this.
Content creator of the year for a streamer or content creator who has made an important or positive impact on the community in 2020. We have Alana Pierce.
I don't know who that is.
J.Ann Lopez.
I don't know who that is.
Nick Merckx.
I don't know who that is.
Tim the Tatman.
What?
And Valkyrie.
Never heard of any of these
Tim
people.
The Toolman.
The Tatman.
The Toolman. It's gonna be forever Tim the Toolman. I want to see him play.
I'll probably go with Alana Pierce. I follow her on most of her social media.
Tim the Toolman, baby. I just want to see Tim the Toolman Taylor streaming.
Well, the guy is a tool, so.
I know Tim is too busy building his car.
Okay. Jablonski, you want to take the next category?
Yep. Best debut game. For the best debut game created by a new independent studio. Carry On, Mortal Shell, Raji, an Ancient Epic, Roki, and Phasmophobia.
Ooh, dang. Raji and Phasmophobia are actually pretty good. Dang. Probably go Phasmophobia.
I'm with Carry On.
I'm putting another vote in for the Concert Cruiser because he's the best game of the year.
Next,
yes, I am.
We have
Your
best
deadpan face is the
esport
perfect game
athlete.
cover.
I just love that they had to put athlete in that title. Best esports athlete.
Wow.
What?
The esports athlete judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2020, irrespective of game. We have Ian Krim 6 Porter, Hio Showmaker Sue. I apologize for if I butcher any names. Third, we have Kim, the Canyon Jeonbu. Again, I apologize if I messed this up. We have Anthony Shotzies, Cuvez Castro, Matthias, I'm assuming something like that. Zywood, Herbout or Boot. Again, I apologize. I don't know who any of these guys are.
Yeah, I think we should
No
probably move
idea.
on to the next category. Good luck, whoever wins that. Even though it's going to be the Concert Cruiser.
Okay, we're at what the?
You want to take this one?
Which one?
The best esports coach.
I ain't gonna dig into that.
Just
No,
go
we'll
on
skip
to the
that
next
one.
category, that one that matters.
Yeah.
You're the one that's
Okay. Okay, let's skip the next. Let's go to best esports game.
Or that's his nickname.
Yeah. I'm just gonna jump to best esports game. For the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of genre or platform. Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Genre.
It did.
I know. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Fortnite, League of Legends, and Valorant. Call of Duty, 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 Call of Duty.
I feel like it'd be League of Legends or Valorant.
Did the camera pick up me flipping all that off?
I don't know.
Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of
I
Duty.
was
The moment you said Fortnite, I raised up the
Oh,
second
wow.
one. I'm like, fuck that game.
Wow,
There's
the
a
next
baby
one is
lizard
best
on my
esports-
carpet.
What?
Is best
Nice.
esports host.
There's a
Okay.
baby lizard on my carpet.
Capture it. Capture it and bring it on camera and name him. And let's name him George.
I'm gonna
Or
try.
Heathcliff. Let's name him Heathcliff. Heathcliff the lizard. Yes, Bright. That's going to
Do you really
work.
want to do the esports hosts? Or
No.
I didn't vote for it. I didn't vote for the host or the team.
I
So
didn't vote for anyone.
Yeah, and that's about it. That's about it. It's
Okay.
just the host and team.
So while we started this earlier in the stream cruiser, Evan thought this would be a nice little subject for you to jump into
Music related.
when he came on. That being the performers for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
We have no idea who they are, and please tell me who they are if you've heard of them and know who they are in like a very small summary.
We're making a game out of this. It's who do you recognize?
Starring the concert
All
cruiser.
right.
This is the game where this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we give a game of random celebrities at an act, and we have to see if the concert cruiser, the musical genius, knows who they are. Everybody, the concert cruiser, everybody.
I have a baby lizard.
Ah, you
Yeah,
got
but-
it.
yeah, but-
You
yeah,
captured
but-
him. Look, she captured him.
No.
Yeah.
We named him. Let's
Nice.
name him Heathcliff. Let's name him Heathcliff. Heathcliff the lizard. Look at him
So
go.
this is how the game is going to work. I will name off the name of the artist. I will go from the bio on the site alone, and as a bonus, I will also give the float that they're going to be appearing on.
Okay.
Macy's Day
The float is irrelevant to the game. I just want to say what it is because I've never really seen them do this before.
All right.
Okay, so first one, Ellie Brooke,
Yeah.
former vocalist on the pop
American
group
Idol?
Fifth Harmony.
Isn't that American Idol? No, I'm thinking of Carrie Underwood.
No, you're thinking of Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood is hot.
She was a former group. She was a former member of vocalist for Fifth Harmony.
Okay.
She is apparently known for her recent single "Low Key" featuring Tyga.
My favorite Marvel villain.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's about Thor's brother.
And no one knows who this is. But the float is going to be on the Blue's Clues float.
Aww.
Nice.
Does she even play a character on Blue's Clues?
No, they never have it related to the artist on whatever
She's the
float it
thinking-
is.
Yeah, she voices the new thinking chair. Having fun with Heathcliff there, Bright.
There's a
Okay,
joke
no
there.
one really. Okay, so maybe. Let's see. Bebe Rexha.
What?
Okay, she's more known for. Let's see. She helped write Eminem's song "The Monster" featuring
Didn't even ask if
Rihanna.
we knew who that
Ah.
was.
I don't think anyone would know who that was. No, actually, someone might know because
Oh, Bebe Rexa. I
yeah.
thought you said baby.
I like how
No.
Bright is having so much fun with that lizard.
I know. I was taking his picture. I'll share it in the group chat.
Yeah, man, tweet that shit.
She apparently she did "Meant to Be" with Florida Georgia Line.
Oh dear God.
I like that song, honestly.
I think the cruiser.
But then again, I'm a country fan, so let's see. And she has a recent single called "Baby I'm Jealous" featuring the rapper Doja Cat.
Isn't tight.
That's a chalk for no.
That's a good one.
That's a chalk for no.
Her float appearance will be the Big Turkey Spectacular from Jenny O. Or in other words, Jenny, oh my God, hurry the fuck up the damn turkey.
Donnell says Jersey. What the hell are you doing?
Driving a pen into my temple.
Anyway, move on to the next one.
Okay, this one.
It's time for Animaniacs.
Not yet.
Huh?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
I just heard it's time.
It's almost time, Brian. Contain your excitement.
Okay.
Brett Young.
Him I've heard of.
Yeah. Hey, we got one.
Yay.
No, actually, technically two, because I know him too.
I should just lie for all my answers.
No! We got the fun.
You dare lie for me. Go on.
His appearance is going to be on the Harvest in the Valley from Green Giant float.
Ho, ho, ho.
Interesting.
Kamel Schreier. No idea.
Am I chalking that
No
up?
idea who this is. Yep, chalking that up as a hell no.
Hell no. Hell no. Z Gamer Girl says, "Hi guys, hi Z Gamer Girl."
Oh no. Those are just one.
Okay, CNCO.
What?
Kinko?
Cinco?
Let's see
Okay,
here.
I went ahead and pulled up Animaniacs just so like I can watch it, and y'all go watch my reaction just to seeing it for the first time.
He's an asshole.
Let's see. It's a Latin. They're a Latin music band,
Of course they are.
and they're going to be on the Rise of the Teenage Ninja Turtles float.
Wow.
So is this
Yeah.
there's going to be like 16 turtles on there?
Oh God.
Oh my God. What, you're
Okay.
expecting, like, the
If you're,
Tortugas
I'll be
ninjas?
pissed. If no one's heard about this, I'm going to be like disappointed
I'm fine.
in a lot of
I'm
people.
just a little exhausted.
Dolly Parton.
Of course.
Dolly Parton,
Anybody
I've
who
heard
doesn't
of.
know who Dolly Parton is. I'm not a fan. Even I know who that is.
Mm.
And she is going to be on the Home Sweet Home from Cracker Barrel Old Country Store.
What?
Huh.
So
Yeah,
she's not going to be on
look
the
for
breast
that.
cancer awareness float?
You know, I would have actually liked that too. But anyways,
Hashtag
Dolly
Dave's
Parton.
wife.
Excuse me, everyone's aware of her breasts already.
Yeah.
but
Oh,
but I actually like going over to Cracker Barrel. It's actually really nice. It's actually
I
pretty good
actually
restaurant.
never liked that place. I never liked the food. I don't get why people love it so much.
It's not that
It's
I
like
don't.
southern
It's not,
food.
There's somebody in the
it's not
chat
that
who
I love
doesn't.
it. It's that there's some
Apparently,
stuff that's
Zagamal
good.
Gale does not know who Dolly Parton is. No, not against you.
Either that or she's teasing.
Wow.
But,
Look up Dolly Parton.
Yeah, look up Dolly Parton. Listen to 9 to 5.
Anyway, next up.
I'll just say this much: Cracker Barrel's egg sandwich, amazing, especially with the sweet ham on it.
Move on to the next singer.
Carol G.
Nope, never heard of it.
Oh,
Carol G.
Wait, you have or haven't?
have.
I've never heard of her.
Yes, please text me tonight. There, Courtney. Never went to Cracker Barrel. Me and Bruce went there one time.
I've been to Cracker Barrel a few times, just like on road trips. It's like
Yeah,
a
some
road
of
trip
Okay,
restaurant.
now this one you gotta have
Yeah,
to
I've been
actually
there.
get to. This one actually has a little bit of knowledge behind it. Kiki Palmer.
I know who
Yes.
Kiki
Yeah,
Palmer
I know
is.
Kiki Palmer.
No.
Yep.
Oh, Cruiser.
If you're
I feel
Disney,
like I know.
if you're a Disney buff, you would know her,
I know
Mm-hmm.
the name.
Okay,
especially
yeah.
if you watch Proud Family.
Yep, yeah.
Boys want to be a rectangle.
I don't recognize the name, but I think if I seen her face,
I
I'd know.
recognize the name, but I don't know the.
I
Lauren.
didn't know she did a voice on Proud Family.
Yeah, she does.
Next.
Lauren Elena.
Nope.
No idea.
Not familiar, but
Cruiser's just got this face waiting for like, when the hell is Metallica coming up?
he does.
You got this look on your face like, when is the heavy metal band appearing? Let's just face it. If a heavy metal band appeared, then it'd be like doing some sort of shitty Christmas song or something like that.
Lauren is going to be on the Mount Rushmore's American Pride from South Dakota Department of Tourism float. I don't understand why.
We can have a little penguin Christmas.
I know, right? It needs to be on there.
He's an asshole. Anyway, go on.
Okay, this one, New York City Ballet.
Oh,
That's a band?
it's a ballet.
Yeah, he's a ballet.
You know that fancy footwork? We gotta cut loose. Foot loose.
Elegant footwork.
It's the elegant footloose. It's going to be on the Central Park from Delta Airlines.
Ballet.
I don't know.
Footloose the ballet.
That exists.
Let's see. Patty
Really?
Patty LaBelle.
Yes. Believe it or not, I remember her from an episode of The Nanny.
You watched The Nanny?
It's Fran Drescher.
Yeah.
When I was younger, yeah.
I didn't think you'd be the type that would have watched The Nanny, man. My mom met Fran Drescher one time. She's a nice woman.
Really?
Yeah,
Aw.
she's a very...
Yeah, but when the hurricanes of '04 happened and my family evacuated, we're, stuck in a hotel with nothing to do, and there's just old sitcoms playing all day, so that's what I watched.
You watched
I watched The Nanny, Everybody Loves Raymond, Seinfeld, Home Improvement.
That was a fun
There you
time.
go. Made the best of a bad situation.
Oh, I watched back in like crappy hotel
Next
kind of
up.
things like that.
Yeah. Pentatonics.
Yes,
What did
that's
you
an
say?
acapella group.
Yeah, he got it.
My mom loves those guys.
Yeah.
I've actually been listening to a lot of their Christmas songs the past few days.
Heaven's got a gun.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I have to.
And they're going to be on Heartwarming Holiday Countdown from Hallmark Channel Float.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
At least that one makes sense.
Oh my god.
Let's see, Sebastian Yatra.
What?
No.
Yeah, I've never heard of
Boy
him.
Sebastian, I know, is a crab.
That's a weird.
Oh, Columbia.
That's a
There you go.
weird last
Colombian
name.
singer-songwriter.
That's a weird last name.
Next up, actually, what float is he on? He is going to be on the Lego, the Brick Changer from Lego Group float.
Please tell me that whole thing is made out of Legos.
I hope so.
I fucking wish. That'd be awesome.
That would
Half
be
of
awesome.
it.
You can do it. It's possible.
How
Yeah.
happy would that be if it was then?
Next one.
Sophia Carson.
No.
Never heard.
Never heard of her either.
Nah.
And I listen to a lot of modern music now, so I should I should, but I don't. She's going to be on everyone's favorite bake shop from Entenmann's float.
Huh.
What?
Entenmann's has a float.
And last, but probably, I don't know, maybe, Tori Kelly.
Where's Metallica?
It's official. Apparently,
She is going to be on Christmas in Town Square from Lifetime float.
If only it was Life Day float. That would have been great.
So apparently,
I know.
you're one
Yeah.
of those 5 of the 15 people that are performing there.
I know a few, but again, a lot of it I think it probably would have been a lot more recognizable if they got more of the. What would have been kind of cool though is if they actually did what they did with the 4th of July one, and actually like have their sessions pre-recorded and just put on screen.
I want to see them get Cannibal Corpse to do Jingle Bells. That's what I want.
All right. So this has been another.
Suppose there was actually a rumor going around that Nicki Minaj was going to do a duet with the singer Cannibal Corpse. It'll be a song about eating ass.
That would be fun.
I would have loved to have that.
Oh wait, hasn't Rob Zombie done a Christmas album? Or
Not that I have heard of.
I know someone that's done a Christmas album.
I'm
I don't
dreaming
think
of
it
a
was
White
in,
Zombie
never mind.
Christmas.
That'd be fun.
Twisted Sister did though.
Yeah.
How about a white stripe Christmas? That'd be interesting.
Better than a brown stripe.
That is disgusting. The Twisted Sister, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, My Little Pony, obviously Trans-Siberian Orchestra, but that's a given.
Yeah.
Larry the Cable Guy, I know, had a couple of Christmas albums.
Oh God, no.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, when's Gilbert Gottfried gonna have one?
Oh, Gilbert
I wanna
Gottfried
hear him
Christmas album.
Christmas.
they're all I want.
Was the night
Christmas is
before
you."
Christmas.
And the night before. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house.
Now just imagine Iago singing you to sleep.
That'd be
There was
awesome.
nothing more than a shrew who was being chased after a Jew.
Oh, holding a can of Mountain Dew.
I was trying to think of something.
And nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
And his face was turning blue.
Except for Bright. Who knew? I couldn't help it.
I know.
These rhymes were for you. All right.
Evan, you killed it.
All right. So we got that done. And considering I didn't watch anything there,
Let's continue on.
considering that I'm not really there right now, so let's just get this out of the way. Yeah, you guys take it over. Animaniacs, go ahead.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, I thought we were all going to just start. Okay, but as I said earlier, I have at least seen the first 3 episodes. My internet and the Hulu is acting very screwy. It keeps buffering. It's driving me nuts. Rob Paulson's voice sounds flat. However, the dude recovered from throat cancer, so I can't really complain about that.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch and see how the intro is.
But you've at least seen the first episode, right?
I've only seen the first episode, and I did a reaction to it, which Evan suggested I put up on the on the Shaded Side Studios panel. But on YouTube, I just have my initial thoughts. Like after seeing each short, I pause the show and it's like, okay, this is what I thought about this part, and Pinky in the Brain, and this other part. And it's like, I really enjoyed the songs and the crisp animation and just the type of humor that they're going for. I'm all for it.
Were you bummed out that they took away Dot's cuteness? Like, she's not allowed to say that she's cute anymore.
I don't know if they're not allowed to say she's cute, but
So you'll notice that in the opening credits, they no longer say
Yeah.
Dot is cute. They say Dot
Right.
has wit.
right. I don't know if that's because they're not allowed or it's because they
I
want to
think they
highlight
just wanted
other
to
things.
change it.
Yeah, they're
Because they
highlighting the
changed-
fact that
But they
she's
did.
smart.
But they didn't change the other two. Like,
Yeah.
Because it's
if you're going to change it, then change all 3.
it just worked for the rest of them.
As far as and I know I've talked about this before about the political humor. They definitely taken stabs at the right, but I'm waiting to see if they take stabs at the left. I want to see
They
if
do.
Okay, because I got word from you as well as Misanthro Pony. So, and even though my Hulu is acting up, I will take your word for it.
It
Which
takes
is
a little
good.
bit, but they do poke jabs at Hillary Clinton.
I'm still on
Okay,
stream, yeah.
okay. So that's definitely good to know. As far as some of the stuff I have seen on there, I think I'm just not in the right frame of mind for it. I think maybe as soon as I get home from work exhausted, that's probably not the best time to watch it.
Probably.
But the animation is definitely, as Bright said, it's definitely crisp.
Mm-hmm.
And the reboot song they did, I thought was great. Now I am
It's hilarious.
now I'm just waiting for them
Stuck in my head.
I'm just waiting for them to reboot 2.5 Men at this point.
Oh,
I love that, like, in the billboard for Queer Eye, is like, I didn't know that Queer Eye was, like, earlier, like, 2003. So
Oh,
like they
yeah.
rebooted that. Okay. So like everybody on the billboard, everybody just has one eye. So it's like that is weird.
And I'm surprised, well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised because it's on Hulu, but I never thought I'd ever hear the Animaniacs say the word queer.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. I mean, it happens so fast you don't really notice it, but you go, wait, did they just say, screw it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the reboot song I thought was great.
I'm
As far
probably
as-
the furthest ahead of all you guys, so.
Yeah, probably. We just can't spoil anything for Bright.
Yeah. I mean, I've already had the pun guns.
I've showed her a couple of
spoilers.
context jokes, but there's episode 5 is the one you really, I cannot really say what happens in it. There is one gag though that isn't spoilery at all.
Uh-huh.
Is that this hunter is trying to catch the Animaniacs,
Uh-huh.
and they go. He hits them with a sleeping dart.
Uh-oh.
And like it's time to hit the hay. There's this barrel of hay that sits there, and Yakko just goes, hits it, turns it into a bed, and they're saying goodnight to everything, and they notice the hunter, and they say goodnight, and they ask him to read them a story. And he goes, okay, that's fine. And he goes up to him and says, it's like, once upon a time, there were the Warners, there were the Warner siblings, and a poor man's Elmer Fudd. Wait a minute, this book just insult me.
Wow.
Nice.
There's a lot of the humor in it, and you can, since Cruiser's seen the 3 episodes, you can kind of see it too. They keep the referential humor, but they also have been adding more like fourth wall humor and
yeah,
like, just kind of like the hits that they've known for, which it's still funny.
Yeah. Personal favorite, I have more tricks up my toga. Good night, everybody!
Wow.
My favorite from the original will always be like, hey, maybe later you can come out check it. Yeah, maybe later you come check out my stamp collection. But Yakko,
you don't have
a you caught me. You could just come. Maybe you could come check out my mail.
No, you can come read my mail.
Oh, come read my mail.
Or no, open my mail. I don't know.
Open my mail.
Yeah, it was either read my mail or open my mail. One of those.
Oh God, the implication.
Everyone has the right to bear buns. Good night, everybody.
Wow.
Can you conjugate? Oh, I have
never even kissed a girl. No, you don't understand. Let me conjugate with you. Don't look. What they got away with.
They're still getting away with it now.
Yeah.
Okay, now has there been any hints at the possibility of some of the older characters coming back?
I cannot say because episode 5 is that is kind of part of the gag, and I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it for people because honestly, episode 5 is where it really gets funny. Like it's honestly the episodes I've seen, that one's the funniest.
Okay then. He's an asshole.
And there's a twist at the end that is just, even I wasn't expecting it until it actually happened.
There in the second episode, I don't think this really counts as a spoiler. The Democracy song, all the cameos that happened, and I can't believe they actually brought back Lunatics for that. For those of you who don't know, apparently there was a spin-off Looney Tunes show called Lunatics, where apparently
that was funny.
Apparently there's some weird space superheroes.
Yeah. I'm aware that it's a thing without having seen it.
I never saw, like, I never knew it was a thing until a few years ago.
I actually seen it when it was on when it was airing.
Is this like where they're like a futuristic cyberpunkish look or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, I can't believe they actually brought back lunatics for that one joke.
They looked. I mean, at the time, I thought they were okay, but like looking back, I'm just like, I don't really think we needed them.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, like for me, it was that and Baby Looney Tunes were like the two spin-off series that I don't think we ever needed.
I was okay with Baby Looney Tunes.
Baby
Looney Tunes was expected.
I did not like it.
We also had the Baby Muppets.
And the Baby
Muppet
Flintstones.
Babies.
And the Baby
Yeah.
Flintstones.
Yeah, they were among the first.
Baby Flintstones as well, yeah.
What?
I didn't think we need them either.
Pup named Scooby-Doo was good.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed
I never liked Scooby-Doo in the first place, so I'm not.
Get the hell out of here.
I never liked. I'm actually not a big Hanna-Barbera fan, although I do prefer the Jetsons over, a lot of the other
hell out of
stuff.
here even more.
Yeah.
Like someone doesn't like us. I can't do Shaggy's voice. Sorry.
Nah.
Scoob.
But no, I was never really that big of a Hanna-Barbera fan.
That's fair enough. I mean, this animation's kind of low class nowadays, so I can understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember that ride they had at Universal Studios that got replaced by like what 3 times.
Dude,
it was the Wonderful World of Hanna-Barbera.
I was like,
They got turned
around
into
5 years
Nicktoon
old when I was
Blast.
watching all that on not Nickelodeon, Boomerang.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Me and
Boomerang.
my friends get no
Coming right back at
respect.
But yeah, just all the cartoon characters like that they brought back for just that one song. I thought, well, I thought it was just a good way of saying, "Hey, we're still here. You remember us?"
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not, like, it's kind of hard to not talk about this and not spoil anything.
Yeah. I'm okay with like some spoilers because I know like out of context it's probably funny, but in context it'll be funnier for me. So.
Well, it was it was funny seeing Pinky and the Brain interacting in a modern setting.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
just their first outing, like I was seeing, like I was catching the jokes just. Like, Pinky, do you know what, like, most people do on the internet? It's like, I do, but I don't think I can say it.
I do, right? But I don't think I can say it.
And it's like, Pinky, it's time to give the people what they want. It's like, okay, Brain, I'll do it, but only if it makes sense for my character.
So you could say Pinky kind of got a little bit intelligent from the show after all those years, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Episode 2. Oh my god! And Cruiser, you would know this one.
What I think that Pinky and Pinkie Pie would be great friends.
No.
Yes,
They would.
Of course.
absolutely.
The first
Cruiser.
thing they would all add about it is their name.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Jablonski?
It's like that's an amazing moonwalk. I was like, are you sure that's are you sure that's relevant to today's standards? Like, we're a reboot of a '90s show.
I still remember in the first episode, the new head of Warner Bros. 2 is like, oh, you're from the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets even better.
Woman.
No, as it goes on, it gets better with their interactions with her.
And even the security guard, it's like, okay, we're back. What's your big first opening line? Dark Prince!
Yeah. That's him. Reading Comic Foil monthly.
Okay, do we see Hello Nurse? Does she make...
Yes, they do make it. They don't see the character, but we do get the line.
Why do I have a feeling they were going to do something like that?
We do get a cameo of Dr. Scratch and Sniff later on.
I saw him in the opening.
Yeah. So you do see him in the episode where Dot makes everything cute.
Aw.
That's got to be the Chibi episode.
Yeah, it is. The setup is that everything around her looks so ugly, and she gets like this cupcake that's inside of in case of emergency break glass container, and he goes like, "This is the cutest thing in the world, and I need some cute in my life." She eats it. It turns to that chibi character you've seen in the trailer,
Ah.
Oh, wow.
and it gives her superpowers to make with her eyes to make everything, whatever beams shoot out of her eyes, becomes cute.
Of course.
It is hilarious, but I love the animation for that
All you need
episode.
now is a JoJo reference, and then you're all set.
No, but they do get an anime reference in, and Cruiser, you said you're 3 episodes
the
in.
anime.
Yes.
Fourth episode is when that happens,
Okay, cool.
and the setup is brilliant too.
I mean, just that little bit from the official trailer is like, I know they're gonna do an anime segment.
Yeah, actually, speaking of anime, rest in peace to the voice of Goku, Kirby Morrow.
Oh
Along
yeah.
with he also voiced a lot of characters in the Gundam series,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
he was also known for Miroku in Inuyasha.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was just like, oh, snap. I was saying like so much about like the voice of Goku past. I was just like, who's this? I was like, oh, snap.
Like, which one?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Cruiser would not like. He's one of the Japanese ones, isn't he?
No, he's one of the English ones.
Yeah, English.
I think it was either before or after Corlett.
It's hard to say there. I mean, like, Cruiser would hate Goku's Japanese voice.
Mhm.
Hands down.
I love how Evan just assumes all this
No,
stuff
Cruiser,
of me.
you don't even understand. Like, his voice is aggravating in Japanese. Like, you have to. It's like one of those things where you kind of gotta watch to get used to it. But he has a kind of a voice, kind of like this in a way. It's like right. It's like
Mm.
So, like an angry Japanese man.
kinda. Yeah, Donnell just
Essentially.
told me he's the Ocean dub Goku voice.
Hey, he's one of the Ocean dub voices.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Corlett was the other one.
Corlett was the. Was he also Ocean?
Yeah, he was also Ocean dub.
I know he stopped because it was interfering with the rest of his voice acting rules. Because considering that it's murder to play a Dragon Ball Z character,
Mm.
considering that people have passed out in the vocal booth.
Yeesh.
Yeah, the stories.
Well, that's what happens when it's over 9,000.
Yeah.
God, I think
It's over 9,000.
words cannot describe how much Chris Sabat hates using that quote by this point. Like one time he wanted somebody wanted him to say a quote, and when he looks at the quote on the paper, he's like, "The best part about this thing, it doesn't have the number 9 in it." So he knows that. Oh, by the way, if you want to know, the quote was wacky. What was it? Wacky waving, flailing arm, inflatable tube man, whatever it's called. He
Yeah.
wanted Vegeta to something.
Wacky waving and yeah. Ow.
Yeah, the Family Guy thing.
Fuck you, Seth. Anyway. Oh my gosh.
I've
Family
noticed
Guy
I
sucks.
like a bunch of
Yeah, man.
Seth MacFarlane work.
He's a good singer, but his comedy's kind of like routine on the same subject. It's always just celebrity jokes.
Mm.
Seth, where you at? Where you at, Seth?
In Hollywood.
Did
Yeah.
you ever hear about Seth MacFarlane's 9/11 story?
Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. This is an interesting story. The day is September 10th, 2001. Seth MacFarlane is at a hotel. He orders a wake-up call. The wake-up call comes late and he misses his plane. The plane he missed was one of the planes that hit the World Trade Center.
Oh!
God dang.
Yeah, I also thought like, yeah, there was
True
like
story.
before that, it was, like also, someone thought it was also added a rumor and saying like it was also a thing that he was also hungover or something like that.
There's
But I
like a
don't-
lot of stories. I think he might have been. I don't know what he was doing. He was probably like doing for something business. I don't remember. But yeah, he likes to say he kind of puts it out of his head at this point. But you know, he doesn't really consider himself like the luckiest man on earth because of that. But like it still was.
Yeah.
A bullet.
I mean, I
died,
would
man.
imagine some amount of survivor's guilt.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But, yeah.
Wow, that got dark pretty quick.
Well, I mean, like he's made his shows about several jokes about it, so who knows?
It can't be the worst thing
Yeah.
he's ever done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nah, that was American Dad.
Yeah.
No, the Cleveland Show. The Cleveland Show was the worst.
That was the
Cleveland
Cleveland
Show.
Show.
If anybody,
I still say American Dad because it's just political jokes. That's it.
Well,
Mm.
it's still,
Again,
well,
it's friggin'.
I mean, they finished the 15th season of it.
The thing is with
here's my
American Dad is that it's all politics.
Okay,
It's American
I'm gonna reveal right now. This is why I don't like political humor. It's too easy.
Mhm.
Okay, anybody can make a political joke. Okay, it's easier than a fart joke. Hell, fart jokes have a longer shelf life than political jokes.
Mhm.
At least fart jokes are funny for the time you're a kid. But nowadays, like something happens in the news that's political, it's old news in 5 minutes. And not to mention, it's just pandering. If you are down south, then all you have to do is make a joke that mocks a leftist, and they're eating out of the palm of your hand. If you go to a blue state, you just make a joke that makes fun of conservatives, and they're eating out of the palm of your hand. I don't like it because it's too easy. Yeah, this is. I mean, at first, I definitely thought, these jokes like those had merits and they were funny. When I saw Robin Williams live on Broadway special, that was hilarious. I actually had to pause the DVD to catch my breath. It was hysterical. And then I found out that he actually had this old album called Live at the Met, or the Metropolitan Opera House. So I managed to track down a copy, listen to it, and for a good solid 80% of the album, I had no idea what he was talking about. If you don't know your political history, you are going to be lost. But to his credit, back then those types of jokes had a longer shelf life, but now, none. So that's why I really don't like political humor. I mean, sure. I mean, I know Animaniacs tries to be impartial, but is anybody really going to find this funny 3-5 years from now?
maybe.
I guess it really depends.
Yeah,
On,
there's a
like,
joke
what
for
kind of
everybody, man.
politics.
It'll definitely get a cult following, definitely.
Well, the show, yeah. I'm just talking about those types of jokes.
Those types of jokes,
yeah,
I think
that's why they're still gonna like it because of that.
Yeah,
still.
some people like political jokes, man.
Yeah. Like, even people who are like apolitical, they find those jokes.
There's a joke for everybody.
I think when it comes to political jokes, and a lot of people seem to not really understand it as well, is that when it comes to those jokes, you have to kind of think of the times a lot more frequently, as well as how the joke is represented. Now, if it's politically charged, that isn't going to last long. However, I think the best ones that are usually done are the ones that don't go after policies or stuff like that. It's the ones like with Animaniacs, they're impartial. They go after, like with for example, Bill Clinton. They ragged on him a lot with, like, usually it was the saxophone
And
bit,
Hillary
but
and Ross Perot and different people.
Yeah, like they kept it out of,
and Nixon as well too.
Yeah,
I
like they
remember
kept
Pinky and the Brain. They did Al Gore as Eeyore in their Winnie the Pooh bit.
Well, all that though was back then. Let's see what it's like now. Like I said, I haven't gotten there yet, so hopefully I'll see for myself.
The word you're looking for is like
If my
of the
damn
times.
internet connection would fucking work. Because everyone was busy watching Animaniacs. I have to admit there was one series that I was glued to, and that was Leah Remini's Scientology and Aftermath.
Woohoo!
That's whoa. And in the series they actually said that the Mecca of Scientology is actually in Clearwater, Florida.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
I can attest to this because I lived in St. Pete for a few years.
Yeah. And we actually might get shut off if I reveal some of this. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But no, it was intense. Some of the stuff that they did, I could not believe. The series is definitely worth watching. But basically, the Church of Scientology always has something to say about everything they mention in the show, and every single time it's always, we deny it. It's
It seems to be the trend.
It's like, guys, come on, like seriously, you're denying, like you've denied like 100 other things here. Like even like the Catholic Church admitted a few things here.
Mhm.
And the guy who runs it, David Miscavige, they actually got his father on the show. His son actually disconnected all communication from his father.
Aw.
Yeah. But just how they run this thing, it's like, oh my god, it is creepy. Definitely check it out if anyone's really into this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
In Watch Dogs 2, the game that I played before, they make a jab at Scientology by
Oh really?
yeah, because there's like there's a cult in a sense like that works the same way of like how they control people.
And the
like,
thing,
you have to help a celebrity escape, and like he's been threatened with being reprogrammed.
oh my god, in the very first episode, they actually interview a woman who escaped from Scientology by hiding in the trunk of a car.
Oh dang.
Yeah. Because apparently, like Scientology, like they actually have like their own movie studios. They actually have their own production crew, their own actors. No, not like people like Tom Cruise. I'm talking about like their own, like
Yeah.
like their own like theater actors. We'll call it kind of like how every community has its own little local theater. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
And like they'll make their own like movies and propaganda videos there. And this woman kind of realized what was going on, and she found an area where the cars were parked, but there was no cameras. So she was kind of seeing what cars were unlocked. She found one that was unlocked, popped the trunk, and hid in there. And she is like, she's hiding, holding her breath. She comes up to the gate, and because I guess that they hired some outside help to make some of these movies, and the security. And her heart's pounding, but security guard just waved them through. It's like, oh my god, I did it, I made it. They come to a halt again.
Uh-oh.
And she goes, oh my god, there's another gate. But they let them through. She escaped.
Wow.
Yeah. However, her family were ex-Scientologists. You can actually leave the church. You do have to go through a process, though, saying you're not going to say anything, you cannot speak to so and so, and her dad actually made her go back and leave the right way. It's like, how could you do that? My god! And like there were parents who actually gave up their children because they didn't think they were Scientology material.
Dang.
Hell, what the?
Yeah. So well, I do recommend it because I do think people should know how these folks operate. It's the 3 seasons. It's on Netflix. Go check it out. You will be glad that you did.
Yeah.
Good lord. Yeah. So when you mentioned the escape thing, I have to wonder if it was a play on what that person did.
Very cool.
Kuma?
What?
Well, I said I was waiting for you to respond.
No, I was just thinking of like the whole situation of the things that they do more. Because like in the game they don't really like go much into all the stuff they do, but like it's just like it just goes in and just saying that like, oh, they use blackmail mostly, like that's how they operate. Like
they do. Matter of fact, if you actually send out a letter, they actually will inspect it before it actually goes to the post office. Yeah, the way these no, not Jesus, Elron.
Right.
Buddha.
Lord.
Like I'm trying to think of some of the other, like there's actually like this huge, like they actually have reserved for Elron, should he return, a 13-room mansion waiting for him. Should he for the day, should or if or when he does come back.
Where did he go?
They said that he just discarded his body and was continuing his mission somewhere else.
Discarded his body.
Yes. And there's even like this other woman who was with them. I think she was Dave Miscavige's wife at one point, and she has not been seen in public since 2008. Yeah, so like I said, this series is intense. I do recommend people watch it. They should know what this thing is and what the power that they have.
Bullshit.
But just where he came from, where he went. Well, I would say where he came from. Where did he go? Where did he come from?
Jeez.
Yeah, so that's what's been keeping my attention, and plus my Netflix was working and Hulu wasn't. I have no idea how that works.
Go figure.
It's all very confusing and complicated. I mean, like, I'm behind on Mandalorian right now, so yeah.
Oh.
I
have not even seen the pilot of that show.
Oh. Wow.
I'm just waiting to go to a con to open back up and just buy a bootleg copy. I mean, I already have. Well, technically, it's not the actual release, but it's the riff tracks of the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Yeah.
God, my stepmom and my dad just recently watched that.
For the first time?
Yeah, my stepmom liked it because of its 70s feel. Like, she knew it was just silly and ridiculous, but she liked it because of how 70s it was.
It is very 70s.
But did they watch the riff tracks version or the original?
They watched the original. My parents don't really care much for riff tracks, man.
Why would they put themselves through that torture?
Because it's just for fun, man.
I guess it's for their generation.
Yeah,
imagine like kids watching our specials, like the ones that we grew up with.
I mean,
it's like,
I know, but considering all the stories that Evan's dad told him about the special, I'm like, son, it gets a lot worse.
The thing with us in specials for us, it's because like we only got to see those at a certain time, or it was like the one time it'll show. And we don't know when it'll be back.
Although I have to say, I am really curious to see what Disney is doing with the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special.
I heard it's okay. It looks like something for the kids, honestly.
Which is fine.
Yeah, but yeah,
or
on the trailer, like I said, when the poster debuted, I played Lego Star Wars. They're gonna take advantage of everything. They just know how stupid it's gonna be, and they just want to make it silly. I
saw the trailer of like Han Solo speaking to his younger self, and he goes, "You shoot first."
Like they're gonna have a lot of fun. They're gonna have a lot of fun.
It'll be a lot more fun than the original, that's for sure.
I mean, yeah, because like I heard it looks like something like a kids kind of thing for the kids,
Which is fine, because I've certainly seen worse things you can do
that the promotional poster for that special is very creepy.
It's just a Lego claw. That's it, dude.
Yeah, but imagine that. Yeah, but considering that's in Lego terms, that's just crazy, man. It's like imagine just make that hand a real thing, and then there you go.
Oh man, now I want fan art of like Baby Yoda as the alien.
His name's not Yoda.
It's the child. That's what I said.
The Yoda baby. The Yoda baby.
Speaking of Mandalorian, Evan, did you ever show your dad that tote bag I gave you?
Yes, he thought it was good. He didn't.
All right, of the child replacing the aliens from the little alien squeaky toys from Toy Story.
He does kind of like
and then just going the claw.
Did you see the one? Did you see what I tagged you and your dad in with the Gundalorian?
The gun. Oh, yeah, I did.
Gundalorian.
Gundalorian.
Mandalorian, but with a Jar Jar's head on it.
So I'm gonna. So in order of a random subject change here,
Sure.
I messaged Cruiser several nights ago, saying I had to go to the 7-Eleven and get a beer for my dad. And
oh boy,
I had to go to one. I had to go to. They didn't have the right thing I was looking for in the first place. Sorry, I'm focusing. I'm doing Animal Crossing at the same time. They gave us a new yoga emoticon. Anyway,
oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like those new emoticons. Anyway, I made my character look gay, so it's not really. So it's more hilarious. Anyway, so like the thing is that like I went to the 7-Eleven. It's funny because Kuma doesn't even know what's coming up, but they didn't have the right thing I was looking for. So I went to another 7-Eleven, and to get the beer, And when I saw it, I saw this whole shelf lined with them, and I paused for like 30 seconds. I'm thinking to myself, I shouldn't. So I did, but then I considered how much they were on eBay. I thought so. So I go up to the register, and the register.
I know what you're talking about
and the guy
now.
on at the register looks at me and goes like, "You are a brave man." I'm like, "I'm not gonna fucking." So I don't know if I should be considering myself lucky, but you know, I bought myself a gun at the 7-Eleven. And of course, by that I meant this.
Just wait.
Oh no, I do know what that is.
The Packy one chip challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chip that almost.
My friend Steven did that for his charity stream.
Yeah, I can imagine it was a black. I can imagine it was a black.
He only lasted about not even a minute, I don't think.
I told Evan was wondering, like, you know, like, dude, I feel like I bought a gun. What should I do with this? And I told Evan I would eat it if the sub count on both my channels gets to 500.
Oh, bullshit on that one. I want to see if I can get Brian to eat it. Here's the thing. I would like to take this challenge, but I'm not. But I can't for two reasons. One, I'm not stupid. Two is I'm not really a big thing on spicy food. Well, this thing can't. Well, I can.
Evan, I dare to be stupid.
But the other reason is because, like, the second reason is because I'm not a big fan of spicy foods. But that aside, the main reason I don't want to do it is because the only way to bring down the stuff is milk, mainly. I know you can use bread and stuff, but it's milk, and I don't like milk. Plus, I'm kind of lactose intolerant. I don't like having gas throughout the night. Embarrassing.
It's not so much milk. It's really fat that breaks it down.
I don't really.
So the fat that's in milk is what gets rid of it. So
I didn't even know the milk had
if you had something else, so if you had anything else that was high in fat, well, there you go.
Get like a soda. No, a soda would be worse.
Go buy some lard. Go buy some lard.
No,
But my offer still stands.
You can't use water on them. Water makes the heat worse.
It does. It really does.
Yeah.
Go buy some lard.
Lard, not water.
I remember Brad Jones. Jones did it, and he used like cold Pop-Tarts.
But I stand behind what I said. If Evan makes a video that tells people to get my sub counts to 500 on both channels, I'll do it.
I can make a video for you, but on one condition: you gotta let me do whatever I want.
Evan, just for what? Have you noticed that I've been trying to be a lot more, not so much of a dick as of late?
I didn't say I was. Who said? How can I be a dick about this? I mean, all I'm gonna do is just open up and saying, "Hey, who wants to help me kill Cruiser? Get his sub page up this, and I'll make him eat this." There you go.
Okay.
Oh my God. Would you accept that? Would you accept that as an opening thing? Who wants to help me kill Concert Cruiser?
Sure, why not?
Well, that's the thing. Like, this is the thing that almost killed Shaq. I use killed in quote unquote, but yeah.
Evan, yeah, like let's be honest here. Like, yes, it's spicy as fuck, but actually kill? No.
Yeah, no.
The record I saw for it that was like from 2017, I think it was. It was like 7 or 5 minutes and 8 seconds or something like that.
I don't know. I don't know if the thing can. When I say kill, I mean I'm just using it as like the term in this case of the challenge.
Yeah, I wish you'd stop using that word.
Well, I'm not
seriously.
going to, so shut up. Anyway, but basically I'm up. But here's the thing about the packages. Look at the thing. I want to notice, first of all, this looks like the Manos logo.
Kinda.
Second of all, this looks like the Punisher logo.
Yeah.
Third of all, can I point out the big 2020 on this thing? Let me just put that in my
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? The Punisher logo surprisingly looks like a skull.
Yeah.
And thirdly, this looks like the opening to Live and Let Die.
Yeah.
Fourthly, I have a cat.
Okay, if you were to eat Cruiser, yeah, it is. In the inside, there's a chip that says there's no turning back, and you have any last words. Cruiser, here's what: if you were to eat this, I'd have a special requirement of what you have to do, and that would be my idea. I have to give you the chip, put a camera on you, and you have to read "Good Night Moon" from start to finish with that chip.
Wow.
Good Night Moon.
Can you read? You've heard of Good Night Moon, right?
I don't. No.
You never heard of Goodnight Moon? It's cute.
I've heard that, I just haven't read it.
Yeah, it's literally look. That's like Goodnight Moon, Goodnight Table, Goodnight freaking ceiling fan.
Yeah.
It's literally
Goodnight Red Balloon.
Red Balloon, Goodnight bowl of mush. Anyway,
How thick is it?
it's pretty short. It's
not very long.
It's pretty short. If Cruiser can read Goodnight Moon all the way through with this challenge. I was saying that it's like you go on like Pornhub. If you can have sex while doing this thing here, then you're a champion.
Wow.
It's like how the Pornhub will give you like $1 million if you make a porno in space.
Me and
It'll cost you $2 million just to get up there.
me and another friend agreed to eat the chip with our friend Steven for another stream in the future. And I was just like, all right, so we're just all gonna chip in.
But yeah, I would get this class because these things go for high prices.
Not corny.
These things go for high prices online. I got this for $7 at 7-Eleven. If you find
for just one chip,
grab it.
Yep.
I mean, I can imagine.
Side note: I have 666 followers on Twitter.
It's kind of weird. I mean, oh my God, is that a message of hell?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm scared.
Maybe I should put it for my Twitter if I get to 666 followers. I'll eat it.
Yeah. How many do you have now?
Hold on. It's my gaming one.
39.
me myself.
39.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Hey, Dad.
Good job.
Yep.
I barely got any. First of all, I like that Twitter made a new.
I don't know where these people come from.
I like Twitter's new voice tweet option.
Oh, you can do voice tweet?
Yeah, on your phone you can record audio now.
Tweet.
Tweet.
well,
Hold on, let me just
Bird Twitter.
Let me just get my
so Evan and I are going to work out the details of this thing.
What?
Yeah.
What?
The one chip challenge.
We'll see. It depends on how much time I got, man. I mean, like I'm working on like 4 things right now, but I'll see what happens.
Well, anyway, last week I was actually on Silver Quill's live stream.
How was that?
Fulfillment Friday. Well, for one thing, I originally, I was in Orlando. I was actually going to go and use some mark while I was doing the stream, so I brought my mic, I brought my pop filter, and I was going to do it from the hotel room. But then I realized, oh, wait, shit, I don't have my headphones. And then I go to the hotel and find out that the dates got mixed up. It was more like 2 weeks later instead of right now. So I had to quickly delete those dates and reserve get a new reservation at a new hotel. And by the time I got to the new hotel, it was time to start. So I had to do it from my phone. But other than that, it actually went by pretty good. We spoke a little bit beforehand. The only thing that bothered me was that I couldn't see the questions coming in. Silver would actually have to stop the conversation and then tend to some questions. So I'm hoping I will get another chance to go back and this time do it proper. I mean, it still went off without a hitch, don't get me wrong, but if people really did have these questions for me, then I would have loved to have answered them because I hardly get asked anything.
I mean, it's fair. I mean,
I was asking you questions.
Yeah, Jablonski was apparently sending troll questions throughout the whole thing that I didn't know, and Silver Quill never said anything.
No, since Jablonski is here, maybe he could ask you these questions personally.
Yes, I can. So, Cruiser, with the relationship between you and Evan, who wears the pants and who wears the maid outfit?
Evan's in the doghouse.
Yeah, man. Woof,
He's
woof.
my bitch.
Woof, woof.
Okay, so he's in the doghouse with the maid outfit.
Sure, we'll go with that.
You know I'm in the
You make
maid
your
outfit,
sandwich
baby.
wrong.
You know I'm in the maid outfit, baby.
Is that it, Jablonski?
Victorian.
Oh, there was a few others, but I can't remember what they were.
Cruiser, if this is annoying, we'll put a stop to it.
No, I'm trying to remember some of the stuff that we talked about. Like, I actually told him that I was on the road. I was heading to Universal Studios the very next day, And Silverquill is a Transformers fan, and I want to know if he ever had a chance to go on the ride at Universal. And he goes, I must confess, I have never been to Universal Studios. So I had to go, blasphemy. And apparently, Sweetie Bloom moderates his chats, and she is just giving him so much shit for all this.
Giving Sweetie Bloom ideas for a ship name for you and Evan.
Oh, I'd like to hear
Sure,
one.
why
I'd like to
not?
hear
Go
one.
with it. Sure, why not? I don't care at this point. And then Mad Munchkin actually comes onto the chat, and I actually I want to make sure I give her a good shout out, just because when I did that crossover with Dr. Wolf, she not only loved it, but she loved the fact that I was covering music from the show, and talked a little bit about the difference between, because she says she's never been to a theme park. She's never been to one.
Wow.
I guess they don't have them in Scotland.
Man.
Not that I know of.
But I just say into my phone, I am so sorry. So people thought I was getting mad. I said, no, I legitimately feel bad for anybody who's never experienced a theme park and said a theme park is different than an amusement park. There is a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
The amusement park is just a collection of rides. That's it.
Yeah, I like just going to places like Disneyland and all like that, and like gardens. I like going there just to go there. Like, I just love everything about them. I don't necessarily love to ride rides, really. Like, but I just like shut up.
But yeah, I mean, like when you go into Hogsmeade or Diagon Alley, it's actually made so that you can't see anything of the outside world until you reach the exit or entrance. When you go into Disney's Animal Kingdom and you go on that dinosaur ride, it's made to look like you're in the time of the dinosaurs. And I feel bad for anybody who's never had a chance to experience theming like that.
Like, I enjoy the freaking Heroes area of Busch Gardens just because I love superheroes.
You sure you don't mean Islands of Adventure?
Oh yeah, Islands of Adventures.
Yeah,
I haven't been there in a while.
I mean, Busch Gardens is a theme park, kind of, but yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Islands of Adventure.
Yeah, Busch Gardens is a theme park.
Although they have some great roller coasters there, though. Love them.
Yeah. What's
the theme of Busch Gardens?
Roller coasters.
Busch Gardens originally that I think was a brewery at first, wasn't it?
I think so.
Or Busch Beer.
I know they have Busch Beans, like SACH.
I know.
And I know they actually still do tastings there for drinks.
Yeah, I know. Knott's Berry's Farm was originally a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to think of some of the. Okay, there was actually one highlight for me, at least, for the live stream, and that was when we were talking about music and how I told Silver, whenever I review or critique a song, there's 3 words I try to stay away from, and that's boring, generic, or cliche, or late. No, boring. No, Silver is the one that actually brought up lazy, because he said, "Well, how do you feel about lazy?" And I go, "Well, can you name a lazy song?" And he goes, "Well, that's just it. I don't think there is one, because whenever," and he's right about this, whenever he hears someone says
a lazy song, but
yeah, there is a lazy song, Bruno Mars, but that's not it's not lazily written. It just brings about the feeling of laziness.
And just how, for him, when you say a song is lazy, his response is, "Well, wait, how do you know this is lazy? Because how do you know this is not the result of multiple factors? Laziness is a critique on performance. Were you privy to that performance? Like, were you actually there?" And most of these people weren't. And I even said, as a matter of fact, and I was even telling the crowd, hold on to your heads here, because this may actually blow your mind, but I actually do not trust music critics. And now I said that thinking that Silverquill was going to pull out his little sound machine and hit the explosion sound effect. No, that's not what happens. He just goes, But no, he just does the whole the Tim Allen. Huh? Okay, I'm like, okay, I wasn't expecting that one. But no, I don't trust them because honestly, it's kind of again when you say something is like boring or lazy or generic. Well, who are you to say what's any of that stuff when it comes to music? And
Yeah.
I brought up how Anthony Fantano, he was doing some video like of songs that should have never been number one, and one of them was "Cotton Eye Joe" by Rednecks. He said it was a shallow song that had no meaning, and I said, and in my head, I'm thinking, dude, it's techno. Techno was never known for deep philosophical lyrics. Hell, most techno songs don't even have lyrics.
Cotton Eye Joe was techno?
Yeah.
It had techno elements.
It was basically just bluegrass with a dance beat under it.
Yeah, it was. That's more accurate.
Yeah, and
that make it kind of
so
EDM kind of, or like house? Techno's
not
usually known for a lot of, well, you can dance to techno, but usually there's like a special category for house things you can dance to.
Can I please finish before we reach the final five?
Yeah.
Dear God. The point is that first of all, Evan, EDM wasn't around by the time that song made it big. It was just techno, or actually the real term is European dance music, but they just call it techno.
Well, that's kind of his called house, but I know what you're saying.
Again, that was before house music was invented.
It's up for debate, but I know what you're saying.
You're a house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how can you really get mad at techno for doing what techno does? And then he also said that this band Dope, which is a metal band, was just a PG-13 Marilyn Manson. And my thought was, okay, why is this bad? I've seen Manson twice. Okay, this guy is really extreme. And for some people, that might be a bit too much for them. So if they want something that sounds similar but isn't so haunting, hey, you have the alternative.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. And even just today, Luke, who has the channel Rocked and does that show Regretting the Past.
Oh, yes, I was going to bring that up too.
Yeah, he just did an episode on Trap's debut album. Now, I'm waiting for Jablonski's comment here.
I agree with him.
Okay, here, I can't even bother to sit through it. Because, like I said, the first thing he says about the first song is that it's lazy. Again, how do you know that? What makes a song or songwriting lazy? There's lots of songs out there that use like just one chord. And then they say, well, it depends on how it's played. Like, yeah, it's played fine. So what are you complaining about? Like, again, like, how are you saying that this is lazy? Despite what anybody thinks about the singer's antics, I'm not talking about that. I am just talking about the music itself. And when you tell me that something, again, is lazy, boring, generic, or cliche, again, who are you to say any of that?
Really judge music.
The way that I've seen it, the way that I'll say it when it comes to Trap's music, and I've seen them in concert.
So have I.
Right as hell. So I actually got an autograph from lead singer.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that story.
Yeah, was honestly the worst experience I've ever had.
Okay, but we're not talking about the experience. We're talking strictly about
for the music. In regards to that first album, Headstrong specifically, the more I pondered about it and when I listened to them, Lazy, all those don't really match with how I felt. It just kind of felt bland and one note.
It was pretty okay though.
See, again, that was I think that was the other word I was looking for was bland. I mean, because if music has to go by how you feel, then how do you know what you're feeling is accurate? I mean, this could be your biases speaking. Ultimately,
but it's like
ultimately my thing when it comes to critiquing music, and this is why I'm so cautious with it, is that music is so subjective that it's too subjective.
Mm.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. And I even brought up the Shags too.
It's like I do agree that they're not they're not a great band, Like I've listened to more of their music later, like throughout their discography when I was younger, and I'm like, I've lightened the reins on Nickelback a bit.
Mhm.
They're not terrible, but at the same time,
You kind of fell for the crowd a little bit.
yeah.
Okay, then Evan, the thing with the Shags thing that happened, because a quick joke here, I was telling him, like, yeah, there was this band back in the 70s called the Shags, and he takes his sound machine and he goes, bang. I go, a little inappropriate because they're little girls. Next thing you know, he's sounding off a siren, warning, 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 this is gonna bomb, warning. I go, it doesn't go where you think, it's okay. He goes, oh, thank God.
Yeah, but we all know where it all goes in the end. That's the final five. All right, here we go. Final five. You know what? I'm sorry, Cruiser. I need to look up to see whether or not you're right about the whole thing. In the meantime, we're gonna go with ladies first with Annette. So you go first. I'm sorry, Cruiser. I need to see whether or not I'm right or not about the techno and house thing. I'm sorry. In the meantime, Bright, you're first. So go.
All right, so my final five. If you were watching me at all during this stream, I am making my own little Bright Idea plushie. I still need to sew her head back on and get her some glasses. And I need to give her hair and everything, but that's what I'm working on. And if anybody hasn't seen this yet, then check what I made for Animaniacs.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that is your best work.
That is good detailing, Bright. That is amazing.
I worked really hard, and Rob Paulson retweeted my photos that I posted on Twitter.
Nice.
Oh, awesome.
That just made my day.
Here's to Rob.
Now you have to give it to him.
In the words of Yakko Warner, good night, everybody.
All right, first result up. Okay, next up, Kuma. Wait, not yet. Not yet.
Gotta be right timing.
Okay, go.
All right, yeah, I've mostly just been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla on my stream. I have no idea how far I am along in that story, so if y'all want to come watch my stream along the way later this week, coming towards Thanksgiving, feel free to jump on that. It's Kuma Sleepy on here, and give me a follow on Twitter as well too. And I guess I'll finish it off with what bonds us to family is blood, but what binds us to friends are our bonds.
Bongo drum.
Nice. That was nice. I like that.
I like your horoscope thing. Okay, next up will be Cruiser.
What an F you, dude. Seriously.
No, I was being serious. I said I liked his horoscope idea thing. I like that.
You made it sound as if he just got it from a horoscope scroll on 7-Eleven.
No.
Next to the one chip challenge.
I wasn't implying like that. I really like the words of wisdom at the end. It's really good.
Yeah.
They're actually a play on later words from a Krypton saying.
Krypton, like the thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
In the Krypton saying, I think it's just like we're bonded to family by blood or something like that.
Man, I gotta make that.
I just added.
There's a future segment waiting for us. Nerdy words of wisdom references from like the quote of the day, like the nerdy quote of the day with
nice.
Kuma. Okay,
I like that.
Go.
I like that.
Nerds of wisdom.
Okay, well, I got actually a new tripod that I can use to actually film live action stuff because my old one was just shot. So now I can actually work on that. Work on live stuff here, like my music content. However, Evan needs me to record my lines for World Part 2, so that should be happening sometime this week. And also, as soon as I get done paying off Evan, I can probably start working on the next Hoof Rock. Just writing, though, Evan. Just writing.
I understand. No problem, man. Take your time. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. And 2020 is almost over, guys.
Hang in there.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. Here's some things there. I think I have an answer. Believe it or not, hey, I'm not. Before I even
The answer is blue.
Before I give the answer here, believe it or not,
42.
believe it or not, both house and techno actually originated in Germany. Believe it or not, at least started. Anyway,
Well, yeah, European dance.
That makes sense.
that's really cool, actually. But yeah, I do have the official answer, right, based on research. Anyway, next up's Jablonski.
Let's play it.
Jablonski, go.
What do I have going on? Not too much. I just finished my last long-term assignment for one of my classes. I'm on Thanksgiving break, and things are going to get a rolling later on with some stuff after my finals in December. Though for Thanksgiving break, I'm just going to be doing a little household project, so stuff over here is going to be looking a little bit different. As for anything else, articles, I'm going to try to ping out a few and try to just get things in order. And also, children, remember, it's Thanksgiving, you're with your families, and you're probably going to go a little bit crazy. So remember, drink your motherfucking drugs.
And be sure to share.
All right, before I give the final answer of that techno versus house debate, it's my turn. All right, here we go. Honestly, for me, it's been a little slow with what I've been doing lately. I've been working hard on World's Incarnation. I have been collecting lines. I got to talk to Bright Idea about that afterwards. But it's interesting because I've been practicing with that new animation program, and I've been getting a lot of comps about it. So yeah, I'm working as hard as you can, guys. And you guys can agree the experimenting I've been doing is pretty cool.
I really like how it's looking.
Yeah, it's good stuff with that animation stuff. I really want to see if I can make something for Hoof Rock if it can work, but we'll see what happens there in the future. That's it.
I want to try. Oh no.
All right. So before we go, it's time for the big answer. Cruiser, you're gonna be a good sport about this, right?
It says they came out at the same time.
Well, here's what happened. Both originated in Germany. Techno got it. The one to kind of pioneer techno was Juan Atkins, but so the cultural origins kind of began in the mid 1980s. Kraftwerk was the first one of the first house bands ever made, and they were discovered in 1970.
Okay, but did they get big though?
Yeah,
that's the thing. It doesn't matter who came first. What matters is what got there. What matters is
yeah.
who got
As a
big.
matter of fact, techno is actually considered to be a genre of house, believe it or not.
And what I'm seeing here is they came out at the same time.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking.
And sure, the band took.
I'm looking at.
And sure, the band took off. And sure, you say in the 1970s, but again, like, did they reach here in the States?
Yes. The mid 1980s.
Not from what I'm seeing.
The mid 1980s is when techno took out in the United States. I'm reading this from the forums of the house forums, man. You can't give me any.
Everybody.
And I'm looking at Wikipedia.
Let me see.
Yeah, like they both say 19.
Wikipedia says
it says 80s, dude. It says 1980s.
Yes, techno.
They both say 1980s, dude.
What are you talking about?
It says 1980s.
Yes, but how could it be? Hold on. 1980s underground club culture. That's kind of debatable. I mean, like Kraftwerk still came first, and they kind of pioneered house, which basically became techno. Let's just agree. No, let's just give a basic note, because like I said, I'm seeing here regardless, techno is a subgenre of house. That's what I'm reading even on the Wikipedia.
Just gonna Sheldon Cooper this.
I guess what we can basically agree on is that both of which originated from disco in a way.
Well, we can agree on they both suck.
Wow.
Razor doesn't like EDM. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. House music. I'm scrolling down here on this one. Yeah, it actually says here. One of the things there, one of the main influences of house was disco. And when it left off, and it actually took off when disco left off in the 1970s.
That makes sense.
Figures.
At least the whole thing about disco. Because I remember you said disco kind of evolved into techno and all the electronica stuff, and that sounds about right.
Yeah, basically. Let's just agree on that. I mean, like, yeah.
Yes, it all sucks.
You don't like EDM? You really don't like EDM?
I wouldn't say I don't like it. I just haven't really heard enough of it.
I like how
I heard plenty of techno. My sister used to be huge into the rave scene. I've heard plenty of techno.
I didn't think techno was rave worthy, but you know, like.
What else do you think they do ecstasy to?
I think one of my. I think that's kind of what I got.
Oh, that's the Trapped, man.
I'm looking at a side note here. One of the favorite quotes that actually says here: "Techno is basically half of house." And so
it's tech.
No, I like how this stream is going on longer just because of me and Cruiser talking about EDM and techno. I gotta look into more EDM bands. I mean, like, I'm a big deadmau5 fan, so, you know, I gotta quit the stream now.
I thought it was deadmau5.
Yeah.